Alright guys, today we're going to go over the squat, probably one of the most functional movements that we ever perform. Every single day we squat, whether we're getting into or out of the car, bed, a chair, we're always squatting. So it's always important to make sure that you've got proper form with that. So before we learn how to do it, we're going to go through a quick little warm-up. So we're just going to go the length of the gym, and we're going to do a high knees first. Go ahead. Good. And coming back, same thing. Great, and then going down again, we're going to do heel kicks. And go. Alright, now coming back, we're going to do the Samson stretch. So with your Samson stretch, make sure you take a big step forward, really stretch those abdominals and hip flexors. And down. Great. Next, you're going to do elbow to ankle. So again, you're going to take a big step forward, take that same elbow, and go to that ankle. Just like so. And go. Alright, coming back, we're going to do alternate toe touches. So it's going to be here. And go. Good. Last one, we're going to do hurdlers. Remember with a hurdle, coming up, out, and over that invisible hurdle. Up, out, over. And add a hop into that bottom foot. So it's going to be here. Alright, go. Really open up those hips. Awesome. Alright, make a little semicircle around me right over here. Awesome, awesome. Alright, again, the squat is one of the most functional movements, so it's really important we do this properly every single time we do it. We're going to start with our feet. Our feet are going to be about shoulder width apart, toes pointed slightly outward. We want to point them slightly outward because that's going to help us to produce more power on the drive back up, and it's also going to help to reduce our risk of injury. Alright, so spread your heels just a tiny bit for me, and then your toes to fall. Great, thank you much. Awesome. So everybody take the right hand, put it in the small of your back. Feel that curve? So the lumbar curve. We want to make sure we maintain that curve throughout the entirety of the movement. Alright? So we will also want to make sure that we're not rounding out at the bottom, because when we do that, we're starting to put our back in a compromised position. We don't want to do that, especially if we're doing a weight-bearing movement. Alright? Next thing is going to be the depth of your hips. Everybody take lift one leg up off the ground. Put your hand right there at that crease of your hip. Alright, relax. That we want to see below parallel. Below parallel, the other measure that you're comparing that to is your kneecap. So for me, that's going to be right there. That crease of that hip is right below parallel. And yeah, those are all those points of performance. Now, for the actual movement itself, the common misconception is that your hips come straight down when you squat. And it's not true. We actually want to make sure we push those hips back and then down. And then we're going to bring those hips all the way down to right below parallel. So it's going to be here. So notice I put my hands out. When I put my hands out, that helps me to keep my chest up. So let's go ahead and everybody knock out just 2 or 3 reps. Relax. All right, so what I'm seeing from you, Anna, is that you're kind of rounding your back at the bottom. So what I want you to do is imagine that there's an invisible bar right here in front of you that your arms cannot go past. So go ahead and put your arms right there. And now come down and don't let your arms go beyond this point. Much better, much better. Do one more. Good. Let's see you two do it again for me. And again. All right, relax. All right, so Molly, what I'm seeing is that you're kind of coming up onto your toes at the bottom of it. And so you're trying to keep that chest up. And what I want you to focus on is getting your heels on the ground and really driving through those. At the bottom, you should be able to wiggle your toes. All right, and go ahead. Wiggle those toes at the bottom. Much better. Thank you. And Kelly, do one more for me. All right, so it looks like you're a little bit relaxed in the bottom. Instead of coming all the way down here and kind of being just relaxed at that bottom of that movement, try to come down or reduce the amount that you're going down. So you're just not going to go down as far. So instead of coming all the way down here, just come right here. I want to see those hip flexors firing, and you should be nice and tight in that bottom position. Do one more. Good. That's much better. All right, if you guys want to give me 2 or 3 more reps. Much better. Great. Thank you guys so much. That's the squat.